World War II was the most destructive conflict in human history. With the horrific fighting came unimaginable human suffering and chaos. And when the war ended in 1945, there was not peace. The enemy of hunger was still on the attack. Food was desperately needed by millions of people in Europe and Asia. Children were the most in need. Help was on the way from the United States and its allies. In Austria, United States General Mark Clark and his staff urgently sought to stop the rising malnutrition among Austrian children. To fight child hunger in Austria, school lunch programs were started. Who would think that something as simple as soup and a roll could be a life-changing event for a child? But with that extra meal, children could gain much-needed nourishment and be able to concentrate better in school. The United States and its allies sought to expand the school lunch program in Austria. In Germany, former President Herbert Hoover found children in a desperate condition from hunger and malnutrition. Hoover started a school lunch program for millions of German kids. United States General Lucius Clay wrote that this school feeding program saved the health of German youth and did more to convince the German people of our desire to recreate their nation than any other action on our part. Today, with 300 million children across the globe suffering from hunger, there is still a tremendous need for school lunch programs. Food and education are what children and these developing nations need to have a future. In Kenya, the United Nations World Food Program partners with the Netherlands-based charity Child's Life International to distribute school meals to children. Child's Life International runs the Stara School of more than 500 children, most of whom have no parents and a number of whom are suffering from AIDS. At the Stara School, children attend daily classes in math, reading, writing, and other subjects. Located in the largest slum in Nairobi, the school also provides children with medication and 2 meals a day. The United States supports school lunch programs in impoverished nations through the McGovern-Dole Food for Education program. It is named after former Senators Bob Dole and George McGovern. The program is carried out by charities like Catholic Relief Services, World Vision, CARE, the World Food Program. But most of the school lunch programs submitted by these charities are denied since not enough funding is given to the McGovern-Dole program by the United States Congress. This despite the urgent need in developing countries for school lunch initiatives. For many kids, the school lunches are the only meal they receive the entire day. The school lunches encourage parents to send their kids to school instead of keeping them home to work. Take-home rations are part of school lunch programs, such as in Afghanistan, a country struggling to build a democracy and peace after years of conflict. For Afghanistan to end the cycle of poverty in their country, all children must be able to receive an education, school meals, and take-home rations. Any reconstruction plan for Iraq must also focus on ending child hunger and malnutrition. School lunch programs must be supported. In southern Sudan, children receive school meals as part of that society's recovery from decades of civil war. In war-torn Darfur, school meals are provided to children in refugee camps, offering them some sort of normalcy as they await a peaceful resolution to a tragic conflict. Today, we must ask ourselves if we are doing everything we can to promote peace. If we do not vigorously combat child hunger, then the answer to that question is no. Eliminating child hunger is of paramount importance in the quest for peace. The ultimate goal is a world where every child can receive a school lunch.